So now we have ourselves game 2 between, in the upper right hand corner, this time the blue Zerg, LiquidRet. He is the king. I'm going to call him the king of drones. I don't care what Liquid TLO's European handle or whatever it is. I'm calling him the king of drones. Dang it! And in the bottom side of the map, we have ourselves MouzCCHasuObs. I missed the obs. So HasuObs last game went for a 2-base all-in with Colossus and 7 gates. It got slowed down by and weakened by a nicely timed counterattack by LiquidRet. And so now LiquidRet ahead 1-0 against MouzCCHasuObs. And HasuObs looks like he's going to go for a Forge Fast Expand, per usual, the pylon on the low ground. Sorry. I did not know that. I am on the Wikipedia page, and gateway first from HasuObs. Gateway first from HasuObs. So it will not be a Forge Fast Expand. I did not know this, but apparently Ret is colorblind. I laugh at that. So apparently Ret can't tell the color. So apparently ZVZ, wow, how do you play a mirror matchup if you're colorblind? Is he colorblind? Maybe he isn't as colorblind as colorblind implies. I don't know. That's impressive, though. That is really cool. So this probe is, as I distracted you, is distracting the Zergling. Yes, the Zergling, the drone from laying down the hatchery. And now it's going to say, is saying, screw it, I give up, and it's going to go to the 3rd and go there. And now the cybernetics core goes down. It looks like HasuObs is actually going to go for some sort of all-in off of 1 base. He's already got his gas. He's getting a 2nd gas. No Nexus down yet. No Forge down. Ret hasn't scouted yet. He's about to with that. Oh, well, with 2 Overlords actually. He's going to see a cybernetics core and a gateway at the front. 4 Zerglings are out on the map right now for LiquidRet, as is a queen and 2 more Zerglings. The hatchery on its way. I want to see. He does not. HasuObs does not have a pylon in his base though, so. And I'm pretty certain that's not a full wall off. Here comes the. I don't know what it's called now. Warp Gate Tech. The Zerglings can nibble on the cybernetics core if they want to. That actually is a full wall off. I did not know that. And there's the Nexus. I've never actually seen this play. I don't think I've ever seen. Again, I think HasuObs is cutting corners a little bit. I think he believes and well, in a way knows that Ret is known for his macro play, and as such is actually going to go up to 3 bases and drone hard and won't punish him for getting a gateway and a cybernetics core and then getting his Nexus. The Nexus is late. I will say that much. The Nexus is actually really late, which is a problem. But HasuObs' tech is actually going to be kind of high. Is going to be much higher than Ret's, because he's already going to have warp gate technology up. He can already make a robotics facility or Twilight Council or even a Stargate if he wants to. Although he is going for another gateway and a Forge. I wonder if we're going to see some sort of 4-gate +1 Zealot pressure? I don't know. Like I said, I don't play Zerg or Protoss. But saturating his 3 bases now is LiquidRet. He's up to 29 drones. He's making 8 drones now, so he'll be up to 37 drones. 4 Zerglings staring at the front of the map. They have their back turned to the Protoss because I was going to say something. Because they're ignoring the Protoss. The Protoss dissed them at a party, and now they no longer want to be their friends, so they're turning their back on the Protoss. Which is not smart, because the Protoss have these things called psionic blades and can slice you in 2. So, and the Overlord is going to be tickled to death by 2 sentries. That's a poor way to go. He laughed himself until he exploded. That actually will supply block Ret for a short period of time. Warp Gate technology is done. A Twilight Council is on the way, as is +1. Another Overlord is going to get tickled to death. He's laughing right now. And he laughed so hard he exploded. So, Roach Warren on the way, Metabolic Speed, Metabolic Boost on the way, that Twilight Council. The +1 attack and the fact that he has out a bunch of sentries right now has me thinking he's going to go for some sort of +1 Zealot attack. And he's got Blink. So this must be another all-in. I'm going to take a guess and say HasuObs will be warping in. How many gateways can you warp in now off of this? If it's an all-in, another all-in, 2-base all-in, it's going to be off of about 6 or 7 gateways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 gateways. And 7 gateways. So it's going to be a 7-gate Blink +2. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a +2 all-in. Ooh, that's actually really smart. He's going to hit with +2. Rhet's not going to have... It looks like Rhet's actually not going to have an armor upgrade. He won't. He's also not going to have a lot of roaches out, and the Stalkers with +2 will probably tear to shreds the roaches. And with good force fields, he can keep any Zerglings at bay as well. The only problem with this is what is a problem for every single Protoss that plays a Zerg is the threat of a counterattack. As we saw last game, Rhett had to Hasu went with a 2-base all-in with Colossus and 7 gates, and he was just about to move out. He actually moved out of his base. Rhett counterattacked with roaches and lings, was able to get into the base, kill off a lot of probes at the natural, do a lot of damage, and delayed that second base, or excuse me, delayed the push. The all-in, and Rhett was able to make just so many, I mean so many roaches. Oh, it was like all Rhett had to do was press the queen button, whatever he had for queens, V, you know, click on a hatchery, and then S and R. So Blink is done, +2 is on the way. HasuObs is about 40 food behind, 20 food behind in drones. And blinking to get out, he's leaving a pylon and 3 cannons, and against only Zerglings, that's not going to work. The counterattack's not going to work for Rhett, although it does force a warp in back at home. And also, Rhett now does have an idea that HasuObs is moving out, so HasuObs, the plan is foiled, the cat's out of the bag. HasuObs actually smart play, bringing 2 probes with him. To make certain that he can lay down a couple of forward pylons, because if those proxy pylons do go down, he is in trouble. And here we go. That is not a good position for for HasuObs. Actually, Rhett had a very nice concave against the Stalkers. +2 is done. We only have +1 attack. Oh, and a nice counterattack. There's not. Oh, the Zealots almost there. We're able to do as best they can. And oh, those roaches though getting force fielded away. Those are some very nice force fields right there by HasuObs. Rhett's in some trouble, although the force field's wearing off. He's got to retreat again. Time is on Rhett's side right now. He can just keep reinforcing with more roaches, and with his economy just purely overwhelmed HasuObs. And there's not enough energy for the Stalker, or excuse me, on the sentries for force fields. Although HasuObs has blinked back into very nice positioning. He is blinking back individual Stalkers to avoid whatever hits he can. The roach count is dwindling, but so is the Stalker count. And it looks like LiquidRet with his economy is just going to crush through the +2 attack Stalker, the +2 attack Blink Stalker push of HasuObs. Another very nice surround with the Zerglings at the back there by LiquidRet, and he takes out HasuObs on Game 2 on Metalopolis in a quick game. And it is now